Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. Yeah, quite boring price action over the weekend, as you would expect it. Ether and Bitcoin sort of, decoupled a little bit over the last few days, where Bitcoin was quite strong, quite aggressive. Ether was quite weak. I think Ethereum has gone for that additional low on the ETH BTC chart. I think we have fulfilled all the expectations now for Ethereum to start outperforming Bitcoin. It's just that there is not the evidence in the chart now that the turnaround is happening. But if you followed our ETH BTC analysis, you know that we expected another low and that Ethereum is now ready to outperform Bitcoin, but we just need a bit of a signal on the chart first to see that turnaround. And that could become evident on the USD chart as well, but just be a bit careful to draw conclusions from the ETH BTC chart, based on and try to link it to the USD charts. It's not always that straightforward. But anyway, we are still of the view here that the yellow wave count is in control on the ETH chart. But of course, the white count can still give ETH another high. We have to consider it. As I explained to you, we need one more high to consider something more bullish. That, for example, a lasting low has been established on the 11th of September. So 5 waves up in the white wave count and 3 waves down. I have to say this wave 4 is deeper than ideal. So I'm starting to think, is there something else that could go on? For example, a 1-2-1-2 setup, which is, however, not likely. The only thing that I might consider is maybe a 1-2 and then an A, B, C, something a little bit exotic, but it doesn't matter in the short term because the key resistance level is at 1726. So as long as the price is below that, the yellow wave count for me is in control. Ethereum is far away from that resistance, sort of. Bitcoin is just below resistance. But if they push through, obviously, then this will be the white wave count, which is probably playing out. And it could send Ether into the low $1,900 region. So that level is the one that I'm going to watch next week, maybe even later today when the end of the week volatility is starting. Okay, so when the end of the week volatility is starting, then typically, we can see resistances broken. Maybe we see a little bit of action today. I would expect, even in a wave 2 here, unless it's a really, really weak wave 2 in yellow, I would actually like to see that wave 2 go deeper into resistance, okay? I would really like it to go a little deeper into resistance, to have a very clear wave 2 in a maybe even a WXY structure. So looking at the potential subwave structure, it's very complex if the wave 2 is still running. I mean, it could be over, but if it goes any higher, it was probably a so-called W, X, Y. And then in the Y wave, we're now dealing with an ABC structure where this move up, this move up is an A wave of wave Y, the move down now a B wave, and it should start to turn to the upside soon in wave C. But again, I cannot rule out that the wave 2 is already over. So the commentary remains, I think, very clear in that we say that against the 1726 level, even though we haven't reached it yet, we don't need to, it's just resistance, we focus on lower. Only above that level, the white wave count will get in control. It is just a difficult situation. We talked about it on the Bitcoin chart as well, that the market is very undecided. You can see that we've been in this range now for more than a month. The market just can't decide. There is decent potential still for moving higher. What the analysis tells us is if we go higher, that doesn't mean we are all bullish. It just means that in a bearish situation, we could have still just completed an ABC flat structure and it can still break down. So it remains my view that for anything reliable to the upside, any reliable upside scenario, we need 5 waves up, 3 waves down. It's just very, very choppy situation here. Remember what I've been highlighting throughout the year, that the road to 40 or 50K, that's Bitcoin, or 3K, 4K for Ether, it's not going to be an easy ride. It will be a rocky road. That's exactly what we see, because the market is just not that type of market for that escalation that we had in previous bull markets. So I think it will remain a rocky road. I think we will have to face these situations quite frequently in the coming months. Rallies or price declines and then weeks and weeks of sideways action where the market is just not decided. It will be difficult, also psychologically, mentally, just prepare for it. And that is just not a market in which altcoins are typically thriving from my experience. So you might want to consider that as well. That can always change, but I can really only base it on my current observations. Yeah. So I'll keep you updated. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure you follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And the membership links are in the description. Today we've got our next member live stream at 5 p.m. UTC. Today we talk about how to trade fourth and fifth waves. So a little bit of practical Elliott Wave discussion. And yeah, you also get access to the chat rooms and to short-term market updates as gold members. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.